The conflict between Russia and Ukraine is not new. The invasion of Russia, this country has some history that you should know. 1. Ukraine used to be part of the Soviet Union. After World War II, following the death of Stalin in 1953, Nikita Khrushchev became the new leader of the USSR, who began the policies of de-Stalinization and the Khrushchev Thaw. During his term as head of the Soviet Union, Crimea was transferred from the Russian SFSR to the Ukrainian SSR, formally as a friendship gift to Ukraine and for economic reasons. Ukraine officially declared itself an independent country on August 24, 1991, when the Communist Supreme Soviet, Parliament, of Ukraine proclaimed that Ukraine would no longer follow the laws of USSR and only the laws of the Ukrainian SSR, de facto declaring Ukraine's independence from the Soviet Union. The Orange Revolution. The Orange Revolution was a series of protests and political events that took place in Ukraine from late November 2004 to January 2005, in the immediate aftermath of the runoff vote of the 2004 Ukrainian presidential election, which was claimed to be marred by massive corruption, voter intimidation and electoral fraud. Kyiv, the Ukrainian capital, was the focal point of the movement's campaign of civil resistance, with thousands of protesters demonstrating daily, nationwide. The revolution was highlighted by a series of acts of civil disobedience, sit-ins, and general strikes organized by the opposition movement. The protests were prompted by reports from several domestic and foreign election monitors as well as the widespread public perception that the results of the runoff vote of November 21, 2004 between leading candidates Viktor Yushchenko and Viktor Yanukovych were rigged by the authorities in favor of the latter. Viktor Yanukovych was supported by a pro-Russian party, which claimed Russia's economic and cultural heritage in Ukraine. This internal division of the country facilitated Moscow's intervention in its internal affairs.
3. Annexation of Crimea by Russia. In February and March 2014, Russia invaded and subsequently annexed the Crimean Peninsula from Ukraine. This event took place in the aftermath of the Revolution of Dignity and is part of the wider Russo-Ukrainian War. The events in Kyiv that ousted Ukrainian President Viktor Yanukovych on February 22, 2014 sparked pro-Russian demonstrations as of February 23 against the prospected new Ukrainian government. At the same time, Russian President Vladimir Putin discussed Ukrainian events with security service chiefs, remarking that, "We must start working on returning Crimea to Russia."
On the 27th of February, Russian troops captured strategic sites across Crimea, followed by the installation of the pro-Russian Aksyonov government in Crimea, the Crimean Status Referendum and the declaration of Crimea's independence on 16 March 2014. Although Russia initially claimed their military was not involved in the events, Putin later admitted that troops were deployed to stand behind Crimea's self-defense forces. Russia formally incorporated Crimea on 18 March 2014. This is why the Ukrainian war that broke out in 2022 is not something new, but a consequence of Russia's power relations with the West. For more international news, please like and subscribe to this channel. If you liked it, leave in the comments next topics to be explained easily. Thank you, and remember that politics is sublime.